but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed.
Makwaba eba emebunu ehia edwumadie so ene mene eye cancer a waben wo dom a wote odo ase ena ehia ebetwetwe nkomo enti no kame ho na yema ene cancer ene ni bedi nkomo no akwaba enti memo akwaba Mr. AJ eba emebunu ehia edwumadie so
jana chimejo so
yo yenche ho ne dwumadie a anase topic ya ededwa ebedi ho nkomo no eye dating na eye ade a eha ye mu bebre ya ye pese yete ase enti broni kasa no bi kasa what is dating a dating no eye de pa no tie sese ode ye be fam no akirikiri ye mu se ne ye kasa dating a dating eye de a
yo waja me dase se de waka no dating no obroni kasa
yeah
even cry brofo na nkasa cry no omuso yo mukasa de nso bebre na no ya na enti ase no cry de am
okay
na kampasa ye na ye wa mamu hanom Ghana ha ye mfa ne se obi kasa na yakwa kosia enti se on se dating no word ni dating
okay
enti no kasa bi a free America for brofo kasa say idea no free say you are setting a date with someone.
Okay.
Nti ehon free ba dating. Nti you are setting a date with someone. Nti say ebia wonam na wakohia obi a wohia no no hwe say de nipa no tie a wani agye ne ho. Na mum no so nyamre na ene ne tenase. Na mutumi bonkomo.
Edin komo kakra.
Edin komo ekwa echi kakra. Enti no mumienu no munya mo honte asese ebia ene eye 3rd of September. Enti no munya mo honte asese dabe na ebetumi anya kwan akwakotena se. Ana ya pie na yetumi atena se abonko. Enti ene eye 3rd of the September. Na ebia mo ya madwen se ebia ochina aye 4th mubeshia na mubeshia no mu seti baabi a mubeshia
adin komo
na mo ya twinko se ebia yenhia wa ha ebresi
okay
so nti mu hye eda no nti eda no na ye dating no date
okay
setting a date
okay nti eda no na ye dating no na
nti you set a date
emienu activities ya be ya no na ye dating no na mu
eda no a process from the date
okay
am setting nti un say dating no akoye an activity, a continuous way, an activity.
Okay.
Nti from the date na ebenya dating. Nti sa date na must set say ebia ochina 4th September.
Yebeshia.
We are meeting yebeshia na yadidi ya honkomo ahunu ya hu yie no. Sa process na mo behia mu no. And a friend say you are dating. You have
dating.
set a date for yourselves. Nti mo share date no. Na mo share baby a mo behia. Osa mu yenu munya adwen pro say aha na ye hia na ebia park bi anase ebia restaurant bi ebia baby na mo amogya atum se mu behia na mo hia no mo san hye time po mo behia.
All right.
So nti mo hye mu a mo nkomodie no e na ye friend say dating.
And your friend say dating.
Okay. Nti mo betime hye mu yemfa so ochena mo hye mu. Na wasan ya adwen pro say ebia ye nkomodie no akoyie ya ba ye ni ambie and you know, or Seslan, yet me the home,
Yetime etwaso.
to me to us. No more chance as she did to pro.
Okay.
So, no more chance she did to for. Enti muguswa ebia mu from ho ebia na ebetumi ehia ebia na ebetumi ehia wo che na ebetumi ehia ade che ebetumi ehia no sa process no na e friend say dating
Your friends are dating.
aha
All right. Let us say, all right. Me read the book be na book no dating and waiting title no.
okay
But
mas no me boa
yeah, or no. Na oka baby say you should be ready before you start a date. Enti
yes
wo empempenso bi a obedru and now why you have say the medru no was me date and I said dating is for everyone.
yeah eja almost say ye komu pa dating aya yonkufa
Okay.
dating aya yonkufa just a form of friendship.
Friendship. Okay.
Yes, it is a form of friendship, but I don't know. I say, I think come on, who person who ye. Oh, I don't know. My opinion, no, I say, who person more the fat.
Our council. Okay.
Into the dating bemwa na the difference what dating the friendship no. Say you say your friends there, I know there na aware ho nsem adwebia nhye da mai na mom ni se mi hia na me ka say yen date dia na me mbo aware din dia na nso de ta chire ni say ye koso na aware betumi aye
aware betumi abia bibi
enti no senka ye ka pa no a anka yonkofa aye fa no eno ani dating
okay
the only thing is say who date ya aware adwen bi eta chire yes na said the Mars Muro eka e won book no said the can waiting and dating or the emra best and 9 bi
yeah
and edit to
ho
na the din kan no say mechanical for whatever we na me ba the din kan or say you are not ready to date until you are fully aware of both the dangers and benefits of dating.
Yeah.
And it's a why I didn't say over dating mudia. The betche say why I'm boa. And it's a winning. And for so I would dating.
I would dating.
And so bonny mechanism.
Yeah. Dangerous.
How be a tarry dating. Also, who me na. Now, Mom Pempi, no yana in the brain, ye code dating one. Yet the idea see and for so
now, I was not a woman.
One every adwin ekosiso na mom dating your how bebre so eden eba how ewo mu a obewura mu dia ene e wo se wu emfaso dia no ene ya how ewo mu so wu
okay
enti ahyede ba ko nan no mu de di nkan eno no de to so mienu no ene say who say or see you are not ready to date until yeah say obe date ko si say ube hunu dating so mfaso ene emu haw
yeah
eni se wonya hu emfaso ne emu haw no nyina momu a na ne wonya nso se obe date ejem bebre na ye date a emfaso no nko a na yenim no ma so ro kire se ye nyanya hoboa ye nso se ye be date enso ye date all right
yeah
but yes ye nso se ye date so ye date nti de din kan no de to so bi no so say you are not ready to date until you have worked out a clean and clear set of godly guidelines for behavior based on God's word.
Yeah.
Our real Onyankopon hyehyɛ. Nso Onyankopon na de ma no anato ha ma yen say yen ware. Say Onyankopon na hyehyɛ ware anka obi anim na de efe na.
Anka obi anim de efe na ware. Yeah.
It is a wo person wura date mu. Eno ede wo bekwa ware mu dia. Masmuro say onyanya hoboa se obedeti ana wonsu se obedeti kosi se wankasa betena se na wonya won hyehyeye
Yeah.
Ejina onyankopon ne nsɛm so. Ejina onyankopon ne nsɛm so. Wodi ato pefe. Se me de me ko date mu a de me yeni, de o se me yeni, de ni kwan se me yeni, de ni kwan se me yeni. Ejina onyankopon na asɛm so. Na yem bi se ho se mbududo sen e date a sa de we ye.
Yeah.
Yem mbududo sen e tena se me de me ko date mu a ade we se me nye. Ade se
Mm-hmm.
me nye. Ade se me nye. Yem bebre no ano yen tena se enye san hyehyɛ no. Enso yesi ye date.
Yeah.
De to so me ensa no. O say you never to lower or compromise those standards for any reason, even if it means losing dates.
This, yeah.
Sanche na watena se ahyehyɛ ejina onyankopon asɛm so. O say de to so me ensa se wonya nyɛ sa de na wonso ye se obedeti. O si se sanche na waye no. Mo be ya wa adwene se enya ade a obebu so. Enya ade a obebu so. Enya ade a obegya mu.
Dating enya ade say easy.
Simple ekoba se obi eba se onu obedeti na sa won hyehyɛ na wahyehyɛ no. Oka se ontumi ni sumpo a enya ade a obegya mu akakodi sa nipa na chi.
Akodi sa
Na so
nipa na chi.
sa nipa no.
Yeah.
Ube lusu sa nipa no. Na che se de wahyehyɛ no wote ase na wasinkete se ube kura mu esan se no ene de ebo ho ban ewo wo ayonkofa na date na opese ukomu
no
de ebo wachi do.
Okay.
De to so me ansa no.
Yeah.
De to so 9 no tie ni ye. On say 1 2 3 9 now see you are not ready to date until
you are not until yeah.
But de to so 9 no or say you are only ready to date. You are only ready to date when you don't need to. But you regard dating as a matter of choice rather than necessity.
Because that 4 points in me ready na me finding it difficult to me tiase to what by the 4 points no.
4 points was say you are only ready to date when you don't need to.
Yeah, because you are ready to date when
you don't need to.
When you don't need to. Because
yes.
Na eche madwene.
Eche wadwene so. I say when you don't need to date, but you regard dating as a matter of choice rather than necessity.
Yeah.
On say yes, as any be ka say be say senka yetiase a anka ye dating anka ya yonkofa a ye fa na na amanfo fa no eno a e nyina of my say between dia kwa aware.
Yeah.
It's an say me kind of dating difference kakra obeka say wo mu no say ni nyina ya yonkofa na mu no kan dating word no de na say aware adwen bi eta akiri eno ano. Na the entire point we mean so e asem wada bia na meka.
Yeah.
4 point no. Even cry before say me yanga me tumi enya nwoma we ma sumro book we na meka ye no. Eno ena na me da bia me so me ya de ya me boso. Say unhia so obedate ansa na waware.
Yeah.
Unhia so obedate it's not a necessary thing say you should date before you get married.
Okay.
Or see you are not ready until you are not ready to date. Or see you are only ready to date when you don't need to. Enti wabra awoti kwa enye se obi wahu yonku bi a o dating ti.
And also be dating.
And also kwa date. Yem bebre na eno na di yakum. Yem bebre na no yende yakum ye feel say oh se manya obi ni na date a na je se makam. Obonu beka say the missing out. I'm missing out. Esan say wafefo kwa omo can say omo nkrofo omo kanchima mo na omo date na ba won kwa akoya nkonam na won kwa won na moke enti no eya wo say wafefo ene ebi mu nenam ekọ banti no also wants who know be. Say, I don't know that ultimate and my small say,
When you're ready.
Unya ready so obedient. The only time I was ready to say, but who say, me here obi ansana, ma who say me ankasa.
My son meditated. Wow.
As I say, me I didn't say, I say me no be becoming one son of my Jimmy. Me pay. I just said, my no be I becoming home.
I become one son or
to me, I just said, my no be I'm not becoming home. Sabre the moon is a sad dream when a walk through to Nade walk dating the air. And a mass more so one young son so
say with deity.
Now more bra what soon and it say one cassa what born so wash your so I will never quite a brave so. Ah, Sebi, so your bar. Sabre the moon wouldn't hear obey man our cat was you say, answer a white. Oh, your bar one cassa to me to two near ma. Said yes, sir, so bad to the near ma. We a bear man's what one cassa to me to two near ma, said also to near ma. We a bear man now is Genia, I won't worry ya. Also one cassa a bird and no one never see a praprana the idea one cassa to me. Namum said a do through that process. A never see a Diana Noah, a damn more prapra. You said me could now buy a becoming home and son and what one man must have Nemanwa. Now I say, one young son,
not as a one young son, so be deity.
Yes, it's as a sad general and fast hard and power. And you never seen in a worry. And yet a praprent in a worry. And yet Jan and in a worry, and yet I can't go compare Obi Islandra. I can't go compare cleaner.
And I said, chef.
And I chef no about the son and one. And I will ban swat. A man of the brain, oh, my thing come on, we cannot day. This a mina bema. Now a boy was so me, why me say, a mommy sika any idea day. Debbie Sebi, we are bar. What jack? As soon as you best show up with his obey, Obaware.
Yeah.
The job one was in the Bema coming home into me tonight. Not just say, the Obernbeka say, emotional self-control, you don't have it.
You don't have it.
You've not been able to build self-control. Who near Hoshaswa? And I want to make any Hoshaswa. And I dare to make our room. It's as our room. I was just what I did about as some
okay.
Our room. And say, one worry and want to mean show almost what. And now our room a bit of songs. So want to mean show almost brown worry, and now our room a bit of
not just say, you need to learn how to be alone.
Yes, you need to learn how to be alone. Now, what to me acquire couple.
Wow.
Yes. Because there also among 40 years and say our room pono, you will see that you.
Okay.
Our room you will see that you. Bible say a Johnny on Obama Bejana Janan and not go family in my
home now. Okay.
And no crack. Now, so they also only say, and yeah, number ever come physically.
Okay.
Obia will not change
our deba.
Obia when your power really. Obia won a diane or person do our enemy. A jumo obia no a dance. Ebia make us say a computer and Akushia. Ebia or yere and your computer no Kushia and your computer dance.
Yeah.
There is that individuality, no, even in marriage.
Okay.
So a woman and see every bedra. Who yes, one gets open now was soon repeat. You need your own personal time, even in the marriage.
In the marriage, okay.
And he said, "One worry, not why Junior will say, I bring in and also we know become will be no one to me and you won't mean Nadia. na na wonya nso se
Onya nso se
dating mu kra na
wobɛkɔ
campus
dating
wo de akwa kura aware mu
wow
nti saa na ɛhɔnom no etie
na cancer kyerɛkyerɛ yɛ nneɛma mu ama sese wɔ kyerɛ yɛ ama yɛhu sɛ when you regard dating as a matter of choice rather than necessity, you are ready. That means you are ready to date. And then you have to learn how to live alone before say obet my day at date. Because one to me and say the uncle bit me atana about dating more a den amount. Ne yene a year cancer obi or two or da say ɛna ahyia a ɔkyerɛkyerɛ dating mu sɛneɛ ɛbɛyɛ a ɛbɛte dating ase ɛsiane sɛ nneɛma bebree wɔ hɔ a yɛaka abom nti ama yɛnim difference between dating courtship ɛne saa nneɛma no nti gyebrɛ na ne me nhwɛ program yi abra ɛyɛ Councillor Samuel Agyei ɛde yɛfa saa nneɛma wei nyina mu no na yɛhu sɛ ɔkyerɛkyerɛ yɛ ama yɛhu sɛdeɛ dating ɛne nneɛma ɛteɛ. Etino cancer to asmaye.
Yeah.
Eti for mama kwaba eba Kinsack TV. Na emabro ehia dwumadie ene yehia. Ya enwumre ye ne Cancer Samuel Agyei. Mr. Lover obi oto odase ehia edidi nkomo afa dating. Enti wo che hu dating. Enema the benefit and dangers ya ewo dating mu. Sene ebe ya ura dating mu obihu say your importance and then as well as dangers. So na we share dangers ni be obihu say a part of dating. Enti no say share now asimbisa bi a obetimi atwe no comment na say ana say the number beto ho actually obetimi send WhatsApp message na ye no wodi nkomo. All right. Enti cancer to asoma ye na
yeah nti de na me kire ne say yes I never have boss you no who here a bit self control who here a yade sumbo power ware mu a wonni self control untumi nware ma mekanisa so wonni self control untumi nware as I say you need control self control when it comes to your sexual life.
Okay,
you need self control when it comes to you can say your finances.
Okay,
you need self-control when it comes to your work.
All right.
You need self-control when it comes to communication. So our you need it. Who has self-control? About communication, who needs self-control? I bring in an wood in common or young who can now reading come out.
As a Councillor Amia who said you need self-control when it comes to communication and dating. You need self-control when it comes to our finances. And then we need self-control when it comes to sexual aspects. Certain people who say a Jamaian so we need self-control. Sani money I also with me a shell also and sana what to me I who say why mature ese uko dating na etime do akọ aware mu.
Yeah, aja sanity aware enye can I say it is marriage is not an antidote to promiscuity.
Yeah. Empanfo be go no.
Enye no na so can I say adwama mo ana say enye aware le twa adwama. Obi ware na so ni self control.
Stay now.
And you know aware say ye wa aware mu no.
Okay.
Ye wa adultery e wa aware mu no. Esan say aware mu kra no obe ma na oba betumi afa na ho kan echi. Enti no enya aware no na esi ano kwan. Ebi ade ba ko so eye musikasem.
Okay.
Se mu ni self control a musikasem aware mu be basa.
E be basa.
Esan se mu ntimi ase embudget na musika kakra bi a mo be wo no asomodi. Enti mo bato to na ma basa di sky na ma basa afi mu ntumi nkomoni e wa abrabu mu fa aware ni. Ebi o se mu ni self control mu nkomodi e mu ntumi ni nkomo.
Okay.
Esan se bufu na brain na beba. na de ntokwa nso na beba
Okay.
enti self control ya de ehu hia kwa bebre so aware ni mu enti se abra wo nware ye no sa abra ni mu na wo se utumi build that
Sa nneɛma no nyinaa.
self control
Okay.
sa nneɛma no wo nware na wo se utumi build sa nneɛma and sample na wo de ayɛ
Edi akọ.
yes
Wow.
aha mame emma we bi as a ye explain dating no
Yeah.
mame emma bibi na amomutie no munti ase yi
Enti ase yi.
dating akoye se me pani bi ono so ye counselor.
Okay.
Ni nwoma bi o troye o ka o mu say dating is a marriage market.
Okay.
Dating is a marriage market. It said na me kira say e bia wo hia oba bia na obima bi nne na mo hia mo didi nkom pese mo fa mo nkom no so nti mo ahye eda aye date say bia o kina ye hia mu woni na hia mu no e bia wo pie ye na wasa akohia oba hofo
okay
no so e bia wo hwe no a wo hwe wo nema wo hia wo ba mu a odi ne bekwa aware mu a ono so hwe na
ono so obi
ono so wo sa nema no ntu hia no mo di nkomo na mo betumi enso ahyeda ndi se we na o kire na wo ni hia ono so betumi na hye bia ukwada ana ya woda na mo hia ja kwa se wako edwa so na tomatoes bebre na wo dwa so
okay
so betumi akwa mako bisa tomatoes we buo na betumi akwa akọ bisa tomatoes we buo enya ado asifa na akọ bisa ne buo jenne sifa na akọ bisa ne buo wo bisa buo no obi nhye wo seto
okay enti owia o compare hwe the prices ne ye ana say the ehun edin ye fa na bibisa
enti wo be kone bia omo ton ese tomatoes a e bia omo san so be ese nan obi ansi ukwan sa wo be hwe baako ahwe bienu akohwe miensa na wahwe de ye ma na wato
okay
enti obi nsi ukwan so betuma ko bisa tomatoes ro baako po se o tomatoes ye sen na do nsa so mu ahwe wo hwe a o we de ho nya de ese na wakohwe another one ye fema o nim se eno na wo hwehwe no na wo to enti sa na dating aye akoye se edwa so ayeko enti no obi enhye wo se wo date a se bi se oba baako na wo date a na obi ma baako na wo date enti na meka se dating no eye ayonkofa se yeti ase sa na obatina obi se o
baby a wadru no
me obi date wachiti
baby a wadru no ho ni hia because dating multiple said we say me say dating a marriage market enti we betumi dating multiple
yes
enti eya ade a me ankasa kra ha me esan say just recently over TS Ghana ema obi ko ye baba kra senior high baba ne guy na kunu say would date so chiti on him or something like that. Na just say obetumi a date nipa mienu miensa na said the wako dwoma akoto tomatoes so be kan akɔhwɛ tomatoes wahwe we wahwɛ ne bo wakɔne so obusa ne bo third one obusa ne bo na afi wahwɛ de ye ma wansa no ato enti etesesa o de ba na just say aware no say market enti ha no kyerɛ mu ehu ne yie say de obetumi a date multiple partners oyo ba obetuma date multiple guys oyo be ma obetuma date multiple girls and san wa hwemu ayi de wo pe
no correct sa na tebe
okay
enti no obetuma date multiple
okay
na de eya na amanfo ka say o me date obi na wa cheat on me say na make no ayonkofa na bom no eya na mpempi no ye na e date no ye go beyond to get involved ye de ho ko for and na e wo
dating ni mu okay let's say go beyond
dating
dating
can dating die se de tia anka nka ho kora and na nka dating
okay
na mum na kwaye se enam se ye de na ba mu nti no se uhu se me ne obayi nam ene yakwa ya seti date yakwa wie na ochina hu se me san na akosua na nam a
na yɛ sɛ
na
okay
ya kwa ya hu se me so ma me pe ma na so nya sa na tie edan se o se uhu oni amudi nkomo na uhu obia se de obia tie na uhu de ono na o sefata se wo pe so ware no
okay
na ade ba ko nso ne se ye wo mo nso a mo nso de ne se omo no ye friend no steady dating
okay
steady se nipa ba ko pe na wo pe se o dating
o dating no okay
nti obi mo ono ma ono no fa se obai e na be amahia no ne na me ka se me ne date a me pe se me ne be date saa ko se me hu se e bi ono na metumi aware no
aware
ana se enyo aware ansa na se ono na metumi aware na me di mani nso ahwe obi foforo so ebi nso de no no eno nso ya another way
okay
right the same thing so ne se ne ono nso na dwene ne se ono nso hia wo ne na ochina ono call out on the data ochina ohia obi na ohwe na se nipa no nso ye obi obetumi eno no aye ono ne be coded eno so enya wrong
all right
eno so enya wrong enti wo se nyina enya sa antiase no se sa na dating tie na mu se na me kan no ya dwene e wo ho no
ɛna ɛma no yɛ problem ma yɛ no
ɛma no yɛ problem ma yɛ enti ne se ohun se me date me ka se me no date na ohun se me san ne oba boforo na mo na the word ne say I'm cheating on you
okay
why is a cheat because we are only dating
asɛm o yɛn kɔmɔ wei no ayɛ dɛ na yɛde part 2 bɛba because ɛwɔ sɛ dating no yɛtumi te aseɛ yie paa na ansa na yɛn ho sɛ ofiri dating mu a because ɛyɛ nwoma yɛ akenkan kyerɛ me papa ya no ɔsan ka sɛ na yɛka sɛ learn how to be alone ɔka sɛ
yes
or say a truly single person is one who is complete physically,
yes.
emotionally, spiritually, and intellectually, without dependency upon anyone else. And the answer now bit me ako dating. Not just say enema ebe enenya aboboso no eye emotionally, physically, spiritually, and intellectually. Because I don't say I was a we are mature. It was a communication, finance, and near maybe why also team say what to me I contempt with it and son of wako dating.
Yes.
It's na bemu say say na tie na and near maybe why on fa on kofra from abra we dating no.
No correct. Yes. Sanity pepe. Sanity. And you know as a no crown or limited because even socially crown and spiritually means
yeah spiritually
you should be mature emotionally, spiritually, physically,
emotionally, spiritually, and then intellect psychologically
I come. And you know, say unyan was I papa mu what your hand ekwakoto obi so
okay
what your hand ekwakoto obi so esan say enye da nyina e na ubenya nipa sa nipa no wo nchen yes and that means say sa nipa ne wo nchen a na de kire ne se obekwa akoko bufo
okay
that akoko ni wo nchen is obekwa akoko
bufo
aha but our remun so de sa de nani ho
okay
and you also to me ACP ene wabra wo nware ye ansa na wakwa aware mu
all right me da as cancer say I also to me CP abra wo ye single no ansa na what me e dey akwa aware mu na
yes
ebreko enti ye dey komodie no besi ha na ye besa to aso part 2 na wabie niema ni so ame ate ase yie esan se enwumre ma family afiri minim se obi so a wo tie hwe ye so afande afiri sen se ya ye enfumso bebre e wo dating mu ama enipa bebree especially mema kum ma bebree in the name of cheating. Meanwhile dating mo no so no enuru saa
Enuru saa kra.
not just enuru saa kra, not just niema bi wo ho a ɛwɔ se yehu ne dating mu ansa na yɛde akɔ aware mu enti memo ama me ofana west na yɛde na si na yɛato apaato no
yo aja that's it said the can dating kra ni wonya courtship
yeah
na za wonya courtship mbo so what you say after dating no ansa na
courtship okay
yes so say ye egu ye koso
yeah
ye nya no nso
ye ba ye courtship so aka ho ye wie dating ne the courtship no beto aso me ya hu difference na wo mu
no enti the message can say dating no enye abifo ye kasa
okay
na mom no abrofo America for kasa said the meeting kan say you are setting a date.
Okay.
You are setting a date to meet with someone, especially people of the opposite sex. Normally yana your interest be a woman say anke nya ya anke bitumi e de akọ aware yemu sana adwene no etie na e de ayonkufa na se de ani esi ayonkufa so e wo date mu krampo no a se de me kan de ani esi ayonkufa so a anka date hu ehia maye ansana ya kwa aware yemu yes kwa aware mu se ye di awayonkufa e friendship so said the home share nyina tie pa anka friendship is enough for us to go into marriage.
All right.
And he said the can you better to us tie to us
friendship is enough for us and sani akọ awariam enwumre me da say Mr. Lover say wanya daje no wa kire ye ensem mu enti you better to us you better to South African na wa ba be kire niam bebree ama yehu said the esitie enti no me da wase ese enwumre oje ebre na oni edi dwumadi
I like to be educated but I'm so frustrated